Good afternoon, everybody. Today is August 31st, 2022. Today our lecture is Visuddhimagga Pada Purification Samadhi Nedesa about the concentration Kaya Gata Sati. Mindfulness, the occupying with the body. So this is a part 84. So before starting the lecture, we pay respect to the Buddha, saying Namo Tassa in 3 times, please. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Thank you very much for your watching. Today we're studying, learning about the mindfulness meditation, occupying with our body part. So 32 body part is possible to practice a meditation, what the Buddha said. In the Satipatthana Sutta, also Buddha mentioned Kaya Vipassanā, including these kind of 32 body part also. So 32 body part is we can practice a meditation with our body part. So this is a kind of the Vipassana meditation. So not easy to practice because somebody don't like to look at the body part is very, very awful, very, very Vipassana. So not easy, but it's useful if you use that body part applying like this. So Kaya Gata Sati Gata. Pali studying, the title is Kaya Gata Sati. Kaya is a 32 body part. Gata is a happening in the 32 body part. That meaning happening is it happening in the 32 body parts? What happening? Sati, mindfulness. So mindfulness is applied in the 32 body part. That meaning Kaya Gata Sati. Kata is a talking or explaining. Kata. So that's why English translation, the talking about the mindfulness occupying with the body. Saying like translation like this in English. Okay, so the Pali studying like this. Idani. Idani is right now. Right now we are talking about the different kind of meditation method. So Idani, Yandan. Yandan is a leader. Yandan Inyadra also leader. Buddhubara. Buddhubara first we translate. Buddhubara. Buddha Ubara. So Buddhubara is a Buddha plus Ubara. Buddha is a enlightened one. The Upara is born. So Buddha born, Buddha enlightened. The meaning. That is a time. Buddha enlightened from the Buddha enlightened time. Nyatra meaning is the Nyatra meaning is the time, mention the time, not specific, just some time. When the Buddha enlightened it, after Buddha enlightened, Buddha stay alive 45 years. So during the time, Nyatra. Apota Puba. Is not. Pota. Pota is happening, not happening. Apota. Puba. Previous. In previous, not happening. Because just the Buddha mentioned that kind of meditation method, only Buddha. The other person cannot. So the meaning here, apota puba. Sabba ditthiyana. Sabba is all. Ditthiyana meaning is the the different idea person. Different idea person means many one Buddha enlightened at the time. In the world, many different kind of religious leader, and they teach their view. They teach many different kind of things. So here mentioned Sabbaditthiyana means like these all kind of other religious person. Other religious person. Avisaya Buddha. Is a not. Visaya. Visaya is a aramana, isn't it? Buddha is happening. So no aramana happening for the different religious leader. So different religious leader, they have no idea about the kind of meditation method. The meaning is these other religious leaders are not able to, teach that kind of meditation method. Only Buddha can teach. So they mention here, Avisaya Buddha. Avisaya Buddha means they cannot know. This meditation method is not for their aramana, isn't it? Not for their aramana meaning is not their they cannot know. They don't know. They don't know about that kind of meditation method. The meaning here. Avisaya Buddha. So if you want, you can translate Avisaya Buddha is not their not for their wisdom. That meditation method is not for their wisdom. Tesu Suttan Tesu. Tesu Suttan Tesu. These sutta. Tesu Suttan is many various kind of sutta Buddha mentioned like this. Abhidhamma bhikkhave bhavido bahuligado mahado samvegaya samvadati. Abhidhamma is one Dhamma. Bhikkhave is a Buddha called the man, community of man who listen in the Buddha Dhamma talk. And then Buddha studying Abhidhamma. There is one kind of Dhamma. Bhavi door. Bhavi door means developing in your mind with the kind of dharma developing. The meaning is a practice, meditation. So bhavi door. Bhuli gato is a bhuli is a many times. Bhuli. Gato is a make. Make means a practice. Practice many times. So the person, the developing and practice many times that one kind of dharma, what happened? Mahato samvegaya samvedati. Mahato is a very great samvegaya. Samvegaya is urgency. You know, urgency means urgency to do wholesome thing. Yeah. We see Pali samvegaya. Samvega is very, your mind you push to do the wholesome things urgently. That meaning is samvegaya. Samvedati. Samvedati is for heaven. For heaven, great, the urgency to do wholesome thing. Here to do wholesome thing meaning is to practice the kind of kayakadasati, mindfulness in the 32 body part. Again and again, many times practicing that person more and more. He has a speedy practice to understand the truth. So that means Mahado Samvegaya Samvedati. And then Mahado Attaya. Mahado is a greatly Attaya. Atta. Atta meaning is here the benefit. Atta. Atta means a benefit. Great benefit. Samvedati is heaven. So great benefit for heaven, great benefit with that one kind of dharma. Mahado Attaya Samvedati, and then Mahado Yoga Khemaya Samvedati. Mahado is a greatly Yoga Khema. Yoga, yoga. In the yoga is right now popular yoga, not like this. Yoga here in the Abhidhamma, we have 4 kind of yoga: Kama yoga, Bhava yoga, Deity yoga, Avijja yoga. 4 kind of yoga. Yoga is a kind of the, very fast stream in the ocean. Yeah. So Buddha give the simile like this: yoga. Yoga, similar. Oga and yoga is similar. Yeah. Asawa also similar. Asawa, Oga, yoga. Yoga is yoga is not string. Yoga is like a yoke. Yoke. Y-O-K, yoke. Yoke is a kind of the timber to put on their cow, loading in the bullock cart in the kind of thing doing plowing in the ocean time, plowing with the cow. So they put on the shoulder the kind of the timber, the 2 cow is drawing the plowing in the field to make a fan. So that kind of thing. Yoga is a kind of loading for all living beings in the samsara. That kind of loading is yoga. So yoga kema. Kema is a gun. Kema means a gun. Yoga kema. Kema is a gun. Kema is a kind of the free from the danger. Kema. It's a nibbana also we call kema. Kema. Amadan, kema. Nibbana is many different kind of name. So here also kema is yoga kema is yoga kemaya meaning is to see the nibbana because of free from these four kind of yoga, kama yoga, lobha, attachment, and then deity yoga, raw view, yeah, kama yoga, bhava yoga also, bhava yoga also lobha, deity yoga also deity, and then vijja yoga is avijja. So these we call yoga, kind of the loading for all living beings. If they want to free from these loading in the samsara, they need to practice that kind of one kind of dharma. Here Buddha mentioned. The dharma is kayagata sati. So, so Mahado Yoga Kemaya Sangwitadi. Yeah, if the person want to free from the yoga, so they has to practice that one kind of dharma. So for that result, for that benefit, and then Mahado Sati Sambajinyaya Sangwitadi. So Mahado is a greatly, Sati is a mindfulness, Sambajinya is a wisdom. So mindfulness and wisdom to become the great power of the mindfulness or wisdom, you have to practice that one kind of dharma. So that's why Buddha mentioned Mahado Sati Sambajinyaya Samudati. Samudati is a for heaven. For happening the very powerful mindfulness and wisdom, you can practice that one kind of dharma. And then Jnana Dasana Patilavaya. Jnana Dasana. Jnana Dasana is here, Jnana is a inside wisdom, Vipassanā Jnana. Dasana is a seeing. So seeing with the inside wisdom, Vipassanā Jnana, Patilavaya is to get. Sanhodati for happen. For happening to get the seeing by inside wisdom, you have to practice that one kind of dharma. Okay, and then Deta Dhamma Sukha Viharaya. Deta Dhamma Sukha Viharaya. So Deta Dhamma is in this life. Deta Dhamma means in this life, Sukha Viharaya. Happily living. Sangodati. For happening the happily living in this life, you should practice that one kind of dharma. So Buddha mentioned like this. And then Vijja Vimoti Phala Sachi Kiriyaya. Vijja. Vijja is ignorance or delusion. Vimoti is a free from the delusion. Vijja Vimoti. Phala Sachi Kiriyaya. Oh, no. Sorry. Vijja is no, not delusion. Sorry. Vijja is not delusion. Opposite. Vijja is wisdom. Vijja is the wisdom. Sorry. So Vijja is a three kind of Vijja. In the Pali, Pobe Niwasa Nusadi Jnana also Vijja. Adivida Jnana also Vijja. And Aswakaya Jnana also Vijja. Yeah. In the Buddha teaching, three different kind of Vijja. Pobe Niwasa Nusadi Jnana means you can see the previous life. Pobe Niwasa Nusadi Jnana is also one kind of Vijja. And then the Adivida. Adivida is you can create many things with power of mind. That kind of wisdom also Vijja and then Aswakaya. Aswakaya is Aswa Gun. Aswa is every Aswa Gun. Aswakaya Jnana also Vijja. So three kind of Vijja. Yeah, sorry. Vimodhi is Nibbana. Nibbana is a really Vimodhi. Freedom. Free from all kind of suffering or free from all kind of unsatisfactoriness. So that's why Vimodhi here meaning is Nibbana. Vijja, Vimodhi, and Phala. So Phala is the noble portion, the fruition, Phala. Sachikriya is to know. Sachikriya. To know three kind of Vijja, to know Nibbana, to know four kind of the Arat, the noble Arya Phala, noble Phala, noble fusion. Sachikriya is understanding, somewhat daddy for happening that. Okay. So here English translation is like this. Now come the description of the development of the mindfulness occupied with the body as a meditation subject, which is never promulgated. Is that after an unattended one arising? It is outside the province of any Satorian. Any Satorian, other religious leader, they cannot understand. It has been commanded by the Blessed One, the Buddha, in the various way. In different sutta, many different sutta, thus bhikkhu one thing is developed and repeatedly practiced. Bahulikata, repeatedly practiced. Many times practice. It leads to the supreme sense of urgency. Yeah, supreme sense of urgency. So Mahado is here English translation supreme. Not great, supreme. Yeah, it's okay, supreme or great. To supreme benefit, and then to supreme the succeed of the bondage. The bondage is a yoga. Yoga is a bondage. It translates like this. And then to supreme the mindfulness and the full awareness. And then to acquisition of the knowledge and vision. To a happy life here and now. Here and now means in this life. In this life. To be happy life in this life. And then to realization of the fruits of the clear vision and deliverance. So English translation like this. Okay. And Pali continuously mentioned Kadamo Ekadamo. Oh, Kadamo is a question. Ekadamo. One kind of Dhamma is what? What is the one kind of Dhamma? Because the one kind of Dhamma is not mentioned yet, so Buddha want to mention. Buddha make that kind of question himself. Kadamo, ekadamo, because the Buddha want to explain. This is not the other one. Kaya gadasati. Huh? Kaya gadasati is a mindfulness occupying with the 32 body parts. Kaya gadasati. Amadante. Amadante. Bhikkhave. Pribhunjandi. Ye kaya gadasati. Pribhunjandi. Ye, retranslations, we study ye. Ye, some person. Kaya gadasati. Kaya gadasati, mindfulness or the 32 body parts. Pribhunjandi. Pribhunjandi means Ribonja is kind of the eating the food, direct translation. But here, not meditation is not like this. So that means a practice, kaya kadasati. Yeah. These person who practice kaya kadasati, so these person are amadan. Amadan is is a not. Mata is a die, no die. Huh? Not dying again and again. Amadan Puribonjandi. Yeah. They know the Nibbana. Amada is a Nibbana. So Buddha here mentions a kind of the meditation method. Puribonjandi used like this. Huh? Puribonjandi means practicing. So that person who practice that kind of Kayakadasati, the person can, the benefit is knowing the Nibbana Amata. So no, never dying again and again. He will get that kind of benefit. So here, Pribonjandi. And then Amadante Bhikkhave Na Pribonjandi. Ye Kayakadasati Na Pribonjandi. Na is a not. Yeah, ye is a some person. Kayakadasati, mindfulness, or the mindfulness in the that they do occupying with that they do body parts, not practice these stay. Stay means these person. Amadan na pribhunyani. They don't know the nibbana. They cannot get the benefit, the freedom of the death. So Buddha mentioned like this. And then Amadante san Bhikkhave. Bhikkhave is a monk. Amadante san Parinibbhuta. Paribhuta. Paribhuta. Aparibhuta. Pahina. Abahina. Virata. Avirata. Yesan. Yesan means a son. Some person. For some person, Kayagada Sadi, mindfulness occupying with the two body part, Aradadi. Arada. Arada is produce. Arada is a Vidya. The effort is very great effort. or arada is finish the practicing, finish. The meaning is the complete practice, completely practice. Arada the eon bhagavata. So we translate like this here. Yesan kaya gata sati Paribuddha. Paribuddha is practice. Tesan for those person, Amadan, Paribuddha. Paribuddha is Amadan, the kind of the depth they reach. So Abhidhamma is opposite. If they don't practice the Kayakadasati, they cannot know the Nibbana, Amata, Nibbana, like this. And then Parihina. Parihina meaning is lost. Parihina, lost. If they don't practice the Kayakadasati, they lost Nibbana, Amata, like this. Parihinam, Abrihinam, opposite, Abrihina is opposite. Abrihina is opposite. And then Virada. Virada is Virada is not definitely. Virada means definitely. Virada and Avirada. Avirada is the opposite of the not definitely. So the meaning is the person who, some person who practice the Kayakadasati, they understand the Nibbana. If they don't practice the Kayakadasati, they cannot understand the Nibbana like this. If they lose the Kayakadasati, they also lose the Nibbana as well. So here mentioned, Pali mentioned like this. Even like this, Bhagavata is a Buddha. Anekehi, many. Anekehi means many. Anekehi, akarehi. Akara. Nekehi. Nekehi. Nekehi is a many. Nekehi akare aspect. Many aspect. Nekehi akarehi pasansitoa. Pasansitoa. Pasansitoa is a promote. Pasansitoa. Pasansitoa promote. Katang Bhavita Bhikkhave Kayagada Sadi Katang Bahuli Gada Mahapala Hodi Mahani Sansa. So another question, Buddha make another question. Katang Bhavita, how the developed. How make a development? The practice of mindfulness, occupying with attitude body part, Buddha made, that kind of question. So kata is how. Bhavida is a developed. So that meaning how develop the kayagata sati, mindfulness, occupying with the body part. And then katan bhaulikata. Katan bhaulikata is a how repeatedly practice. Mahaphala hodi. Mahaphala is mahaphala. Great benefit. Mahaphala hodi. You can get the great benefit. Mahanisansa. You can get the Maha is a great. Anisansa is power. You can get the great power. Ida bhikkhave bhikkhu. Either in this teaching of the Buddha, bhikkhave monk, either in this teaching of the Buddha, bhikkhu, monk, arinyagato. So this is all the time mentioned. Arinyagato is go to the forest. Arinya is a forest, to go. Arinyagato wa. So go to the forest, or the person cannot have the chance to go to the forest. They have stay, practice in silence place. Meditation is possible, isn't it? So why is the other way also? Yeah, Arinyagato wa ti arina, etc. Like this. Arina nayena. Nayena is a way. The Buddha mentioned that way. Anapana bhava. Anapana bhava. Anapana bhava is breathing in and out. The Mahasatipatthana Sutta mentioned Anapana bhava in the Kayagata Sati. Kayanupassana. Sorry. In the Kayanupassana, the one part of the practice, Kayanupassana. In the Mahasatipatthana Sutta, Anapana bhava. And then Idiyapada bhava. Idiyapada is a posture. Yeah, 4 kind of posture, practicing meditation method with the 4 kind of posture. So that part is bhava. Bhava is a part. The part of the posture practicing in the Kayanupassana. And then Chatu Sambhajana bhava. Chatu Sambhajana is a 4 kind of Mahabuddha. 4 Mahabuddha. Sambhajana is a wisdom. Wisdom in the 4 Mahabuddha, that kind of part practicing is kind of the Kaya Nupassana, isn't it? And then Patikula Manasikara Bhava. Patikula Manasikara is a repulsiveness, very awful. Repulsiveness, Manasikara is a reflecting or the attention, pay attention on the repulsiveness. Yeah, that kind of thing. In the Mahasatipatthana Sutta, Kayanupassana mentioned. And then Dhatu Manasikara Bhava. So Dhatu Manasikara Bhava is Dhatu Manasikara is a 4 Mahabuddha. So Chatu Sambhajanya is not 4 Mahabuddha. Chatu Sambhajanya is a 4 kind of the refreshing. Yeah. Sorry. Dhatu Manasikara is a 4 Mahabuddha. Yeah. Reflecting on the 4 Mahabuddha. Chatu Sambhajanya is a kind of wisdom. When you make any body posture, stretching, bending, yeah, and looking sideways, forward, looking like this. So many your body part in your daily life, you can practice that kind of to do samajanya papa is that kind of. So that's why the meditation method is anywhere, whatever, what kind of thing do you make? If you apply your mindfulness in that, you can practice meditation. For example, you watching the plays at the time, you can also practice meditation. So that kind of method to do samajanya papa. Sorry. And then Nawa is a 9, isn't it? Nawa Sivatika Pavani. Nawa Sivatika is a cemetery. 9 kind of cemetery, the dead body, different 9 kind of dead body with the mindfulness practicing that kind of the meditation. Very awful, very tough, very difficult. So right now is it's not easy to get that kind of practice. But anyway, at the Buddha time is easy to get that kind of meditation method. So that's why Buddha mentioned Nawa Sivatika Papaniti. Papani iti. Papa is a part. So how many part? Anapana is 1, breathing in and out, Pucha, Idiabata 2, and Chatu Samjanya 3, and then Particular Manasikara 4, Tadu Manasikara 5, Nawasivatika 6. So 6 kind of part. Image the Chudasan Baba. So this is a 6, but altogether many. If you count each method, many. So here, Chudasana. Chudasa is 14 altogether. Chudasana, Babana. Baba is a part. 14 part of the meditation method mentioned in the Kaya Mahasatipatthana Sutta. So what's saying now? According to these 14 kind of part, Kayagada Sati Kamathana, mindfulness occupying with the body part, yeah. Nidita. Nidita is Nidita is a finish, complete with these 14 kinds. So here Kayagada Sati, different name, but in the Mahasatipatthana Sutta, these 14 kind of Baba. 14 kind of Baba is Anapana Baba, Idiabata Baba, Chadu Samajanya Baba, Particular Manasikara Baba, Dadu Manasikara Baba, Nawasuatika Baba. So altogether, the counting, so 14 we got, isn't it? So Anapana is 1, but Idiabata is 4. Like this, you can count. So 14 kinds. So we will learn that this one is a Mahasatipatthana Sutta as well. Okay. So here Kaya Gadasati, mindfulness occupying with the body part is very similar with the part of the Mahasatipatthana, Kaya Nupassana. So Tassa is that Kaya Nupassana, that Kaya Gadasati Kamathana of the Kaya Gadasati Kamathana of the mindfulness occupying with the body. Bhavana Nidhi so. Bhavana Nidhi so means the bhavana is the developing method. Nidesa is the explaining in more. Nopado is right now to explain the uh, mindfulness occupying with body. Nopado is uh, so right now is ready to explain. Nopado means right now ready to explain these developing the meditation method in, in more detail. Okay, so here in the translation like this. What is that one thing, one Dharma? So what is the one Dharma? Buddha himself make a question and himself answer that question. It is a mindfulness occupying with the body, Kayakadasati. And thus, bhikkhu, they civil the deathless meaning amata. Who civil the mindfulness occupying with the body? They do not civil the deathless. Who does not civil mindfulness occupying with the body? And they have a civil with the deathless, who has a civil mindfulness occupying with the body. They have not civil. They haven't neglected. They are not. They have not neglected. They have missed. They have found the deathless who has found the mindfulness occupying with the body. And it has been described in the 14th section. Baba is a translation, the session part or session. In the passage beginning in the Mahasatipatthana Sutta and how developed because how repeatedly practices mindfulness occupying with the body of the great fruit, great benefit. Here, bhikkhu, here meaning is in the teaching of the Buddha. Yeah, the bhikkhu, a monk, gone to the forest, etc., etc. Buddha mentioned first to choose the suitable place to practice a kind of meditation, etc., etc. We already mentioned in the Buddha Nosati. This is very similar. Buddha Nosati, Dhamma Nosati, that kind of Buddha mentioned you should go to the forest or you should go to the silent place, solidarity place, and then you can practice. So that meaning here not again and again mentioned. So that's why dot. And that is to say the session on breathing, anapanasati, the session on the posture, idiabhata bhava, the session on the full kind or the full awareness, chatu samajanya bhava, the session on the attention directed to the Vipassanā, that Patikula manasikara bhava, on attention directed to the element, Dhatu manasikara bhava, and then on the 9 chanagram contemplating, Nawa sivatika bhava, like this. Okay. Okay, so we Pali continuously explaining one by one in detail. So Tata, Ali studying. Tata, in that complete explanation about the mindfulness occupying with the body, Kayakadasati, Yasama, because Idiabhata Bhavan, the session of the postures, Chadu Samadina Bhavan, the four kind of the wisdom, Dhatu Manasikara Bhavan, the Dhatu Manasikara is the elements. The session on the four kind of elements. Imani, Tini. These three. Tini is a three. These three. These three sessions. Idiabhata, Chatu, Samajanya, and Dhatu Manasikara. So these three sessions, Imani, Tini, Vipassanā Vasena, Bhuttani. So Vipassanā Vasena is according to the Vipassana, insight meditation. According to the insight meditation, Bhuttani, Buddha talk. So we have to understand like this. So Idiyapada Baba, so you can practice Vipassana meditation. That's why I already told you. Any culture you can practice. And Chatu Samajanya Baba is any your action, bending, stretching, going forward, going backward, looking the any direction, you can focus mindfulness and practice the Vipassana like this. And Dhatu Manasikara also four kind of elements. Yeah, Patavi element, the earth element, Patavi, Abo, water element, Vayo, wind element, Tejo, fire element. So in our body, these four kind of elements for all the time, whenever we can practice with these four kind of elements, Vipassana, like this. So that's why the Buddha talk about these three sessions according to the Vipassana. So that's why you see these sessions in the Kaya Nupassana Masatipatthana Sutta. Yeah? And then Nawa Sivatika Babani. Nawa Sivatika Babani, 9 kind of the cemetery, chana ground. The contemplation meditation method is Vipassanā Jnana Nesu Yewa. Vipassanā Jnana Nesu Yewa. So Vipassanā Jnana Nesu Yewa. Vipassanā Jnana is the inside wisdom. For the inside wisdom. Vipassanā Jnana Yesu Yewa. So Vipassana wisdom is, step by step, any step, like a Namarupa Pracheda Jnana, Pachya Pragya Jnana, and then Samasana Jnana, Udyavya Jnana, Bhaya Jnana, Pragya Jnana, Bhaya Jnana. So many different levels, different stage. But here now, Sivatikaya, 9 kind of channel ground meditation, Vipassana is what for? Adinawa Nupassana Vasena. Adinawa. Adinawa Vipassana. Adinawa is a kind of the, you are thinking this or my body is a kind of the danger. You see like this. Adinawa. Nupassana is the many times, news again and again, repeatedly. Vipassana is watching like this. So for that, 9 kind of channel ground meditation method, Bhuttani, Buddha talk. So you have to understand like this. Not for all Vipassana. The other 3, Ariyabhata, Chatu, Samajanya, Dhatu Manasikara, these 3 sessions is for all Vipassana, Jnana. It's possible. But Nawasivatika, Chana ground is just for Arinawa. Yeah, Arinawa Nupassana. Huh? Yeah. So you have to understand like this. Okay? Yapi is Chitta. Chitta is a cha, itta. Cha is a continuously explaining. Itta is in that 9 channel ground session. Itta. in that 9 channel ground session, Odhumatika Disu. Odhumatika. Odhumatika is the body, dead body is going to blooded. Yeah, that kind of situation. So nine kind of some symmetry. Channel ground is yeah the dead body changing many stages. That the 9 stages is to practice meditation like this. So Odumadakadisu Samadhi Bhavana. Samadhi Bhavana. No Vipassanā. Samadhi Bhavana is for Samadhi only. Huh? Samadhi Bhavana Ajaya. Ajaya means the Ajaya is finish or complete. If you practice the Odumadika, etc., 9 kind of channel ground meditation method is for concentration only. So that Samadhi Bhavana, developing the concentration power, Asubha Nidesi. Asubha Nidesa. Explaining about the Asubha is explaining about the repulsiveness. Pakasita Yewa. We already Pakasita is showing mention. Pakasita is showing mention already in the session of Asubha. Detail explaining. Okay. Anapana Bhavana. Yeah. What about the Anapana? So explaining here Bali explaining. Bana, the other one, Anapana Bhavan. Session on the breathing in and out meditation method. And Patikula Manasikara Bhavan. Patikula Manasikara Bhavan is a repulsiveness. Reflecting on the repulsiveness meditation method. Imani Vata. Iman Vata is Imani Vata Dui. So Imani Newa Ita Dui. So Imanewa is with the Dui. Imanewa Dui. Imanewa Dui means the Imanewa is these, only these. Dui is a two. Two means Anabana and Patikula Nasikara. Breathing in and out and repulsiveness, reflecting on the repulsiveness. These 2 sessions here mentioned Imani Newa Dui. Samadhi Vasena. Samadhi Vasena. Or Ita. We have to translate. Ita is the 14 kind of the session we already mentioned for the Suttas. Suttas 14 kind of session. These 2, Anabana and Patikula Manasikara, is Samadhi Bhavana Vasena. According to the Samadhi concentration. Odani, Buddha talk. So you have to understand, Anapana is, practice for the Samadhi. But if you can, in the Vipassanā is a different way. But The in Mahasatipatthana Sutta mentioned Anapanabhava is just for samadhi. If you want Vipassana, you need the object is different, little bit different. Anapana breathing in and out, the kind of conventional thing is for samadhi bhavana, but touching place is for Vipassana. So it's a different. That's why here mentioned. Samadhi was sena, Buddhani, Buddha taught. Tesu. Tesu means that these two. In these two, Tesu. These two means Anapana Bhava and particular Manasikara Bhava. Anapana Bhava. Anapana Bhava, the session of Anapana, breathing in and out is Anapana Sati Vasena. Anapana Sati Vasena. According to the mindfulness, Sati is mindfulness. Mindfulness on the breathing in and out, we saw separately. We saw is a separately. Okay? We saw is a separately. Kamathana Yiva. Only meditation method separately. So the we have to understand like this. Anapana is if you don't understand Anapana, they practice Vipassana, they think but samatha. Some person they practice only samatha, but they think Vipassana. you know. That's why he clearly mentioned. Anapana Bhava is Anapana Sati Vasena. Sati mindfulness on the Anapana. Yeah, we saw Gamatana is it's separately the meditation method. Yeah. So mindfulness for the separately. Mindfulness in the breathing in and out is separately mentioned. Okay. So that's why in the translation, here in the three is session on the posture, session on the full kind of full awareness, session on the attention directed to the elements, four elements. As they stated in the sutta, meaning the Mahasatipatthana Sutta, deal with insight. Insight means the insight wisdom, Vipassana. Then the ninth session on the Chanagra. Chanagra is Nawa Sivatika Baba. Chanagram contemplating, as stated there, deal with that particular phase of the insight knowledge, not all insight knowledge. Particular phase meaning particular the stages, particular level. The phase meaning here level or stage. Insight knowledge, not all insight knowledge. Call contemplating or the danger. Adinawa Nupassana Vasena. In Pali, Adinawa is the danger, looking as a danger, watching as a danger. Yeah. So contemplating is practicing like this. So that is for the 9 channel practice. And then any development of the concentration in the bladder is the chanagram practice, 9 kind of chanagram practice. Odumaika. Odumaika's bladder, the dead body is like a balloon, bigger and bigger, etc. That might be implied there as already being explained in the description of the fullness. So we already learned. The description of the fullness meditation is we already learned in the Visuddhimagga. So we don't need to learn here. That's already finished. So there are only two, that is the session on the breathing in and out, and then the session on the directing attention to the Vipassanā. That as a state there, deal with the concentration. Deal with concentration when it is to get the power of concentration. Of these two, the session on the breathing is a separate meditation subject, namely mindfulness of the breathing, like this. Okay, so Bali, explain more. Yampaneda. Bana, the other one, Panedam, Bana Ida. Paneda is a Bana Ida. Bana, the other one, Muna Chaparan, Bikawi, Bhikkhu. Bhikkhu is calling the community of man. Bhikkhu is one monk. Puna Chaparan, the other practice of meditation method is Imameva Kaya. Imameva Kaya in this body only. Imameva Kaya in this body only. Odang is up. Paradala. Paradala is food. Adore is from the below. Kesa Mataka. Kesa Mataka is top of the head hair. So like this. Like this, up and down, up and down. You have to practice, isn't it? So the meditation center who the following the technique of the Lady Sierra technique, they practice like this. Scanning, body scanning, up and down, up and down. The method is, yeah, here mentioned Bali. Odam, Baradala, Ador, Kesa Mataka, Tacha Pariyanda. Tacha. Tacha is a skin. Skin Pariyanda is and. And with the skin. Yeah. So our body is the and is skin. Outer layer is our body. Outer layer is the kind of skin. Skin. Okay. Puran. Puran is fu. Fu. Full. Fu. Puran. Fu. Nana pakarasa. Nana is a various. Pakara is a kind. Asuchino is not cleaning, impurity. So our body is full with impurity, various kind of impurity. Pachavakati is the reflect. Pachavakati is a review or reflect, like this. From up and down, your body is scanning and reflect like this. So various kind of body part. So mindfulness occupying with the body is like this. So Pali mentioned. Yeah. So how? Here Ati Ima Samain Kaye in the Masatipana Sutta also. Ati is there is Ima Samain Kaye in the body, Kesa, head, hair, lomas, body hair, Kesa, loma, Nakha, Danda, etc. So P is we didn't mention completely. So already, if you want, you can read in the Masatipana Sutta and then many different kind of Nikaya. Yeah, Muktandi. Mukta is and like this. Muktandi, Muktan iti like this. Iti A1 like this. Mattalunga. Matalongan is brain. Matalongan, brain, Atimanjina. Atiminja is bone marrow. So here Pali is a combined. Brain and bone marrow is together, combined. Sanghedwa, here mentioned. Sanghedwa is combined together. Patikula Manasikara Vasena, reflecting attention, pay attention to the repulsive net. Desidan, Buddha, Tudinsa, Kara, Kamatha. Tudinsa Kara, Tudinsa is a 32. Dwa is a 2, Dinsa is a 30. Tudinsa is a 32. Tudinsa Kara, Kamatha. 32 kind of meditation. But actually not 32 because brain and bone marrow is combined together. Actually 31, not 32. But we have 32. Yeah. So Ida Mida, Ida Mida. Ayagadasadi, Adepida. Idam, Ida. Ida Mida is Idam, Ida. Idam, that kind of explaining is Ida in that Buddha teaching, Kaya Gata Sadidi, mindfulness occupying with the body part, Adebeda. We Adebeda is the meaning is the case aloma naka etc. These point part. Deveda is directly means we say you need to 32 Kamathana here, 32 body part Kamathana is here. Kayakadasati, the Buddha explains. It's a name is different. Tudinsakara Kamathana and Kayakadasati, but they are exactly same. That means here they pretend. Tudinsakara Kamathana is 32 body part mindfulness. Okay. But Kayakadasati also, yeah, you have to understand. Same, they are same, but different mean, different dimension, different what mention. But they exactly they are same. Today Sakara Kamathana or Kayakadasati is exactly same. Same meaning. Okay. So English translation here like this. What is intended here as a mindfulness occupying with the body is a 32 aspects. This meditation subject is taught as a direction of attention to the repulsive net. Thus, again, Bhikkhu review this body up from the sole of the feet and down from the top of hair, and then contain in the skin. Yeah, skin is a wrap, the whole body. So contain in the skin as a full of many kind of repulsiveness. Five is a repulsiveness, awful. Thus, in this body here, there are head hair, body hair, nail, teeth, skin, flesh, sinew, bones, bone marrow, kidney, heart, liver, midrib, spleen, lungs, bowels, entrails, gorge, dun, bile, phlegm, pus, blood, sweat, fat, tears, grease, spittle, knot, while of the dry and then urine. Mukta. And the brain is being included in the bone marrow in the version, so that's why total is only 31, not 32, but actually 32 body part that here 31 because of together with bone marrow and brain together. Okay. Okay, so Pali continues explain. Tataya. Tataya. Tataya means tata. Tataya. Tata is in the Nosati. Nosati is Nosati is the Buddha Nosati, Dhamma Nosati, etc. We explain it here. So the Kaya Sasati is a kind of including in the Nosati. Nosati is repeatedly mindfulness, mechanic. Yeah, Tata is in that 10 kind of Nosati, Buddha Nosati, Dhamma Nosati, etc. And this explaining is Pali Vanana, Pobengamo. Pali is the original, the Sutta. Vanana is commentary explaining more detail about the Pali. Pobengamo. Pobengamo is the beginning. Bhavana Nidhi so. Bhavana Nidhi so is the developing method explained detail. Ima mewa kayanti. Ima mewa kayam meaning is Iman this Chatu Mahabhutika. Chatu is a four, Mahabhuti is a Mahabhuta. Four Mahabhuta. Udikaya. Udi is, Udi is repulsive. Kaya is a body. Repulsive body. Udikaya. Our body is repulsive. Repulsive is very awful. Impurity, many impurity. But with the mostly it's a full Mahabhuta is included in every body part. Every body part is a full Mahabhuta included. Odam Paradaladi. Odam Paradala meaning is Paradalado from the soul of the food, Upri up. Upri is up. From the soul of the food to the art. Yeah. And then a dog is a matakadi. A dog is a mataka meaning is a kesaga dog. Kesaga. Kesa is the body, the head hair. Ega is a top. From the top of head hair, hita below. So that meaning you have to understand. Tachapriyandandi. Tachapriyanda meaning is Tachapriyanda is a tiriya. So tiriya is in the width. Tiriya. Tachaparichena. Tacha is a skin. Parichena is cover or wrap. Cover or wrap with the skin. The our body height is, from the sole of foot to the up, and then from top of the hair to the below. So like this, you can reflect, and then the width in the width is skin. Skin is red. Skin is ant. Brachina is skin is you know Brachina is cover. Translation Brachina Bali direct translation is cover. Brachina. Okay. And then Puram. Nana Pakarasa Asuchi no Pachawakandidi. Puram Nana Karasa Asuchi no Pachawakandi. Meaning is Pachawakan Kadi meaning is Nana Pakara Kesadi Asuchi Burrito. Nana Pakara is a various kind. Kesa is head hair. Adi is etc. etc. Asuchi is impurity. Burrito is Burrito is a bringing. Brida is a bringing, or Brida is a combining, composing. Yeah, that meaning. Composing with the various kind of the head hair, etc., etc., many impurity. Combine. Ayankayo. This body, Yankayodi, this body, Pasati, look. Pasati is a look. Pachavakadi, Pachati, Pachavakadi means a look with the mindfulness. Or watch with the mindfulness. You can translate like this. Pachavakadi means here Pasati is plain in Pali like this. Katan, how? How watch with the mindfulness. Atima Samengaye, Kesa Loma Nakadanda, etc. Modandi. Like this. In Pali mentioned. So we already translate these 32 body parts in each. The English translation here is like this. Here is a description of the development introduced by the commentary on the text meaning in Pali. This body, this faulty body meaning is repulsive body, awful body, constructs out of the four primary elements, O Mahabhuta, up from the sole of the feet, from the sole of the feet upward, the meaning. Down from the top of the head hair is from the highest part of the head hair to downwards. Contained in the skin, meaning is terminated or covered all around by the skin. So review as full of many kind of repulsiveness or felt, he see that this body is packed with the thought or repulsiveness of various kind, beginning with head hair. So how we practice? In this body, there are head hair, body hair, etc., and at the end, urine, mukta. Yeah. So we can practice the mindfulness occupying with the body part like this. So the studying explaining here Pali. And then we more detail explaining Pali how to practice that body part. Okay, Tatha. Tatha means in the Pali, Imasamengaye, Kesa Loma Naka Danda Dacho Mansang, etc. etc. Modan. So that in that Pali, Tatha means very long. That Pali. Tatha is referring to that Pali. Tatha. In that Pali, Ati Ati Imasamengaye. So Ati, what Ati? What is the Ati? Pali mention Ati Imasamengaye, isn't it? So Ati, what is Ati? Pali explain. Sanway-chanti. Sanway-chanti means stay. And then Imasamendi. Imasame means Ya Yuayang Odan. So Yuayang is a leader. Odan. Odan is up. Kesa Paradala. Paradala is the soul or the fruit. Adore, down, below or down. Kisamataka, top of the head hair. The jabri and all. Skin covering. Uro. Uro is a full. Full with nana bakarasa. Various kind. Asuchino. Asuchino is impurity. Various kind of impurity. Full our body. Ochandi. Ochandi means talk. Imasame in that body. Kayedi. Kaye meaning is a three-ray. So Kaya is a Pali Kaya is many different meaning. That's why here Pali is plain. Kayedi. Kaya meaning is here, not the other meaning. Three-ray body. Srira is a body. Not the other meaning. Yeah. Okay. Srirang he, it is true. He, it is true. Srirang, body, is asuchinjayato. Asuchi sanchayato. Asuchi sanchayato. Asuchi is impurity. Sanchayato is a pile of impurity. Pile, P-I-L-E, pile or impurity. Asuchi sanchayato. Kuchita. Awful. Kuchita is awful. Very, very awful. Kuchita. Kisarinenchewa. The head hair, etc., etc. Yeah. So if head hair is not cleaning, not the shampoo, cleaning with the shampoo, the smell is awful, isn't it? It's absolutely true. That's the emotion. Chakku roga di ninja. Yeah, chakku is a eye. Roga is a disease. Adi chakku yoga di ninja. Adi ninja. Adi etc. etc. Adi is etc. So yeah, we have a chakku, we have an ear, we have a nose, and we have many body parts. We have many disease, isn't it? We have an eye disease. We have an ear disease. So many. Bali mentioned like this. Chakku roga di ninja. And then roga satana. Roga is a disease, Satta is 100. Yeah, if you count each by each counting, yeah, 100 disease. Not exactly hundreds, 100 disease Pali meaning is more than 100. Many. And Aya Buddha Do. Aya Buddha Do. Aya Buddha Do is Aya is uh, the place, the place, happening place. Our body part happening place is here. Kayo Diojati, we call Kaya. So the meaning is our body, many, the impurity, many awful, many disease, hundred disease place is our body. Kayo here. Kayo the Ujjati. The Buddha talk like Kayo. Kayo, our body is that nature. Buddha explained. Okay? And then Kesa, Loma, Naka, Danda, Dacho, etc., isn't it? So Kesa Loma, Kesa Loma meaning is Kesa Deo, it is a leader. Kesa Deo, Kesa, etc. Kesa Deo, it is together with the Dudinsa Kaya. It is Dudinsa Kaya. Dudinsa is 32. Kaya is a body part. These 32 body parts. Kesa, Loma, Naka, Danda, Dacho, Sanaru, Ati, like this, etc. Yeah. So, Tatha Ati Imasame Kaye. Tatha Ati Imasame Kaye, Kesa. So, if you the Pali mention is Ati Imas Mengaye Kesa Loma Naka Danda Dacho. So but you have to make a very short, many short sentence like this. That Tata Imas Mengaye Kesa Ati Imas Mengaye Loma like this. Ati Imas Mengaye Naka Loma Naka Danda. Ati Imasamain Danda like this. Very short sentence, Pali sentence. You have to understand. But Pali is just very short away. Ati Imasamain Kaya Kisa Loma Naka. Because again and again, Ati Imasamain Kaya is very long. It's not good, isn't it? So that's one. But if you translate, so very short sentence you make. Ati Imasamain Kesa. Ati Imasame Loma. Ati Imasame Naka. Like this. So then that's why here mentioned. Ati Imasame Gaye Loma Ati Eon like this. Sambando Viritabo. Sambando is connect. Each sentence connect like this. Ati Imasame Gaye is connect with Kesa, connect with Loma, connect with the Danda, connect with the Tacho, Ati Imasmen Kesa, Loma, Naka, Danda. Huh? So each body part is connect with Ati Imasmen Kai. The Sambando, very double. Sambando is a combination. That combination you have to know. Very double, you have to know. So Pali is like that, yeah. Okay. So in English translation here in there is me, there are found. In that, in this, which is a spread bells up from the sole of the feet and down from the top of the hair, contained with the skin in the skin, as a full of many kind of fat. So body is a carcass, or it is carcass that called body, kaya, because it is a conglomeration of the felt, because the fine or the repossessedness, because of such by kuchita, awful things, as a head hair. So head hair is a, if you make clean and then it's not, you don't think is not awful, but if you neglect 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, your hair starting very awful smell. That's what mentioned here. So head hair, etc., the hand disease beginning with the eye disease, etc. Have is their origin. Aya origin is the place, an origin place. Head hair, body hair, these things beginning with the head hair are the that they do body part aspect. The construction here should be understood in that way. In the body, there are hair in the body, there are body hair in the body, there are knee in the body, there are danda, the tubes, etc. Like that. You have to understand. You have to make a construction the Pali short sentence, various 32 short sentence like this. Okay? Okay, so Pali is explaining more. You must make he more detail explaining Pali all the time like this. Because detail explaining is neat. He more explain detail. Imasame is a leader. Paradala Pataya. Paradala is the soul of the fruit. Pataya studying. Upari up. Kesa Mataka. Kesa Mataka is top of the head hair. Pataya studying from about top of the head hair. Hita is below. The Chado. Chado is from the second, Pataya studying. Perido. Perido is in the width. Itake. Itake is in that boundary. Boundary is top of the head hair, and then sole of the foot, and then skin. Between the boundary, isn't it? Itake pyama mati. Pyama is in Pali at the Buddha time. Pyama is just when we stretch our hand, that kind of land. When we stretch our both hand, so that kind of land is we call pyama. Yeah, that is very easy to understand, isn't it? So at the Buddha time, we don't know what kind of measurement, foot or inches or centimeter. Or nowadays, even though in America they use English measurement, inches, mile, foot, but in England, United Kingdom, they use centimeters. They didn't use inches. Their measurements in very, very old age. They don't use right now. But Americans, they use, you know, in that way. So sometimes the measurements all the time changing like this. So that's why Buddha mentioned it's very easy to understand stress your Wuhan. That kind of dimension is Vyama. So Vyama Mata is just that much. Kaliwari. Kaliwari. Kaliwara. So Kaliwara is a Kaliwara is the body. Body. Kaliwari. Sabba karinapi. Sabba akarinapi. All aspects. Vichinando. If you investigate, Vichinando. Vichinando is the investigate. If you make the investigating, these that match our body, all kind, each body part, the meaning. Hochi. Hochi means someone. Hochi. Genji, something. Bali is like this. Kochi, someone, some Genji, something. Motawa. Mota is a paw. You know, paw. Very, very the kind of precious thing. Paw. Mutanwa, Manewa, Mani. Mani is the kind of gem, but Mani is I forgot again. I forgot that one many times. Jade. Veluriyanwa. Veluria is very difficult to translate. Kind of the very, very, precious, very, very rare precious stone. Veluria. The color is very beautiful, shining, and if you look at the color, your eye is attached to that. The Veluria. Veluria. Macron. Macron is a kind of the timber. Smell is very good. In India, there's a lot. In India, the timber, the kind of tree, the timber is smell is very good. Smell. Akrongwa, Kongkumanwa, Kongkuman. Konguma also kind of the you bring the kind of stick. That's the name and Kongkumanwa, Kapuranwa. Kapura is ban. P-A-L-M, ban. Kapura. P-A-L-M, ban. Kapuranwa. So if you put on in your body that the kapura is, you feel warm, make a warm your body. The feeling is burning, little bit burning, that kind of thing. Kapura. Wasi chuna di dingwa. Waji chuna. Chunati. Wasa chunati. Wasa is a good smell. Chuna is a powder. The powder or the good smell. Yeah. So India they use many different kind. India is a colonist because of that these different kind. And a new matambi. New matam. New is a like a nucleus. Nucleus. New. Mata is only just only little, very small. A new matambi. Very small. Suchi bawa. Cleaning. Happening cleaning. Na pachasti. Na is we are wichina or na. So na is together with pasati here. Na pasati cannot see. Cannot see little cleaning thing in our body. So Buddha mentioned like this. Huh? So that means that yeah, definitely the whole our body is very very impure. Charcoal is actually charcoal actually paramadukanda paramadukanda jigochan. Parama is Parama is the very Parama. Kanda is a smell. Du is a not good. Bad smell. Very bad smell. Parama Dukanda. Jigocha. Jigocha is awful. Very awful and very bad smell. Yeah, that our body is. That's why the celestial being don't want come to our human world because human smell is very bad for them. That's why they don't want to come here, our world. Our body is because we eat many different kind of things is that smell, isn't it? But some kind of color and some kind of the ingredient make a delusion. Okay, and then asirikatasana. Asirikatasana. Siri is glory. Siri. Asiri is a not glory. Dasana is seeing. Our body is a cannot see glory. But the person don't understand the nature of our body. They make a decoration, with many things, with body decorate, many kind of decoration. But the nature of our body is really, really awful. But the thing is just the Buddha mentioned is you have to make a cleaning and every day usually, but watching your body meditation with mindfulness in that way, just only, just neglect, don't do anything, don't like this. Okay, and nana pakara, nana is a various, pakara is aspect, various aspect. Kesa loma di beda, kesa head hair, loma body hair, adi etc etc. Beda is a different kind. Asuchi no pure asuchi pasati we see. Tena Oda. Tena, because of that, Oda, Buddha taught. Ati mazamenga ye kesa lo manaka danda na cho asada sada modandi. Buddha mentioned. So yamata, yan ita. Yan, that's explanation is ita. Ita is in that Pali. In the Pali is ati mazamenga ye. In the Pali. And the explanation is Vada. Vada is a what? W-O-R-D, what? Sambandado. Sambandado. Sambandado is a combination. The combination of the what? Wanana. Wanana is a commentary. Explaining. Explaining about the each what. Okay. So here English translation like this. No one who such throughout the whole and this further long carcass body, starting outward from the sole of feet, starting downward from the top of the head hair, and then starting from the skin all around. Ever find even the minutes at that very anumata, very fine particle, at all beautiful in it, such as a pearl, such as a gem, such as a ball, such as aloe, such as saffron, truffle, talcum powder. On the contrary, he finds nothing but the various very malodorous offenses, trap-looking sort of found, consisting of the head hair, body hair, etc., and the rest. Thus, Buddha said, in this body, there are head hair, there are body hair, like this, up to urine. So this is a commentary on the word construction here. Okay, so I think we stop here today. So more each by each, explaining more details later. So anyway, so the more you understand like this, so you can this is a very useful. Our body is actually impure, actually awful, but if you apply with the mindfulness, it's still valuable, isn't it? Yeah, for the mindfulness meditation. So that's why, yeah, the Buddha mentioned the Kayagata Sati is useful, very beneficial if you practice again and again, repeatedly practice, so you can get the benefit from that. Okay, so before stop the lecture, we wish our Buddha teaching staying longer and longer in the universe. Buddha Sasanam Chiyanti to do in 3 times, please. Buddha Sasanam Chiyanti to Buddha Sasanam Chiyanti to Buddha Sasanam Chiyanti to Sadhu, 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 idame punya, asoekayang wahang hodu, idame punya, nibanasa, paceyo hodu, idame punya, mega pala, nyanasa, paceyo hodu, sadhu. Sadhu, Sadhu. Thank you very much for your watching this. Or next week we don't have the Wednesday class because I have to go to the dentist. So sorry about that, and we see in the following next week. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much for your watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.